go. Alright. First things first, want to check Discord, see if my bots have done their notifications and everything. That. Ignore. Okay. It's stream info. We'll put in Doom. Do that. Alright, now check the stream and everything, so it's looking sound and hopefully. Okay. Everything seems good. Bots done their stuff, even my chat box stuff. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and get started. So, as always, everyone, heyo, my fellow Rumble Maniacs. It's Mr. Rumble Roses here, and welcome to technically another installment of Shoot 'em Up Saturday. This might be like the first of two streams that I do for today because I wasn't really doing much of anything, and I was pretty much wide awake, and I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna do something on stream. Gonna kill some time, and all that, and just see how things play out. So I was looking. So I got on the Doom Plus Doom 2 port like a little while ago, and I was checking like the newest slash updated mods and everything like that. And I saw a familiar name, that of a mod that I played. Um, I think like it wasn't like I think it was not too long ago. But it was called Doom but Rocket. So basically, the best way I can describe this mod is that it's kind of like a crazy dehacked type of mod or what have you. I say dehacked because like that's kind of like the thing that comes to my mind where it's like they edited the game in some sort of way to do all kinds of weird wacky shit. But essentially, what they done was they made it to where all the enemies can be able to shoot a rocket in some sort of way, and they even did some stuff with the players. They did some stuff with player movement with the player as well, having as you can see, having rocket modifications. And apparently, this one got updated to where I guess it's now version 1.1 and everything. And I was kind of curious to check it out, to see what was done. And I think I see some of the stuff that's happened. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna first showcase what's done. If my controller stop, my control stick stop doing all that shit. So apparently the one thing I've noticed was that most of the weaponry from like the bullets, shells, and rockets is capped at 50. The cell ammo is also apparently is capped at 150, but I don't know if you know if there's anything like different wise of well, actually, hold on. I get a bit of an idea. We're gonna go on the nuclear plant real quick. But yeah, the one thing I've noticed was that the majority of the weapons were capped at 150. And then apparently, I guess apparently when you get a backpack, it's capped at 100, 100, 100, and then 300. So yeah. Okay, so the first thing I noticed was the fist. Normally, I don't know if it happened. I don't know if it did anything last time, but now, just by like just punching the air, you pretty much like you send out a rocket instead. So in my mind, it's like, and this is my 2 cents, but it's like, in my mind, it's like fucking Doom guy is not using a rocket launcher. He's just taking the rocket. He's just taking the rocket itself and just chucking it. You know, like he's chugging it in like full force to the point where it's like, you know, it becomes, you know, where it becomes, you know, lethal. And this doesn't use ammo either, you know, which is kind of funny, but I can roll with it. Chainsaw's still the same, you know, just shooting like a bunch of rockets and everything. The pistol. Apparently the pistol, like, you know, like it fires like rapidly fast. I'm not really sure about like the shotgun, but I did notice that when I switched to my chain gun, that actually still had the shotgun spray, and so now you pretty much got, you know, like this. So I'm guessing that apparently the so I'm guessing that apparently the chain gun is not like the chain shotgun. That's why, you know, you have this, and it's using up shells, and not bullet ammo. Rocket launcher. The rocket launcher seems to fire like maybe like a few rockets. I think it seems like to fire like a few rockets, and then it has like a BFG type of thing going for it. So that was pretty interesting. Okay, so it fires 3 rockets, and it also fires an additional. Apparently it fires an additional. Okay, so it fires 3 rockets and a little bit of a and a little BFG blast as well. Alright, so plasma gun seemingly still on chains. You know, it still fires. It still fires like, you know, like rapid rockets and whatnot. The BFG. BFG seems like it. BFG apparently, I guess like the BFG takes the bullet ammo, and like it just kind of like just choose, you know, it just goes through it like, you know, like candy or something. So, but yeah. Yeah, so last time I did this, I played through episode 1, aka Deep and Dead. So now, what I'm going to do, because I'm I'm kind of, digging the craziness of this mod and everything. Um, I'm going to try and do episode 2. I don't really plan on doing episode 4. So like because I'm kind of pretty sure like that's going to be like hard to do per se. But maybe one day like I might, but maybe off stream like I might, look into it, see how it is. But I don't know. Especially now because of how you can be able to have like like infinite rockets just by having your fist out. So. Ouch. So pretty much like now at this point, it's like you don't really need ammo. Unless maybe like you're trying to like take on a boss or something. But yeah, it's like for right now, from what I can see, it's like yeah, you can just save your ammo for boss encounters, and then you can just and you can just like just yeet rockets to to a lot of your enemies. The one thing I remember whenever I was when I first played this mod, excuse me. But yeah, the one thing I remembered when I was playing this mod is I was wondering like if the pinkies were gonna be doing anything different, because the majority because it seemed like a lot of the enemies were altered in some sort of way where they would fire a rocket. And I was thinking to myself, it's like, how are they gonna do the pinkies or whatever? And apparently what happens is that if they get a bite on you, then they pretty much like Haktua a rocket. Like that. Alright. No, I don't really know for sure, but I think like I think like some of the death sounds for some enemies might have been like cut off or something like that, or maybe they just took it out or something like that. I don't know. Yeah, so episode 2, map 2, containment area. I'm actually going to just use quick saves instead of like doing like a hard save type of thing. Now, as far as I can tell, apparently now, as far as I can tell, I don't think that Berserk really, like, picking up a Berserk pack, does anything different other than just, like switching to your fist if you have a weapon out, or, just, and like, of course, just fucking, refilling your health, back to, like, full 100%. Ouch. Yeah, I guess that'll probably be like another little reason, to maybe use like certain weapons, because in case like you're in like a tight space type of thing, and you don't want to, you don't want to get, you don't want to eat a face full of rockets. Especially ones that especially ones that you chuck yourself. Grab that. Health bonuses. That's a way to get to the blue key. If you had the key. Rip doggy. now I can go fire out these bitches much faster. So basically, in a nutshell, I hope you guys like the sound of a chainsaw being revved. Cause you're probably gonna hear it for most of the stream. I got a little bit trigger happy. But again, also my fucking controller sometimes can have like a random like extra sensitivity. Alright. Oh. Apparently I am now at 210 health. Interesting. Wait. I don't think there's normally not a rat suit down here. Give me a sec, I'm just kind of checking things out on the PC side of things. Ow. Ouch. Man, I look at this mod, like I look at this mod and everything, and I just like randomly picture some of the other stuff it'll do to it. If like, you know, if like you if you took it, if you get the wad, if you got the wad mod thing of this itself, and you added like other like do mods and things like that. Especially like, for example, if you were to play like, let's say like gore mod, you know, like you could just, you know, you could just like, you know, just paint the whole level in the blood of your enemies. Ow. I'm gonna actually save that. Okay. Huh. I wonder if your health can actually go up. I wonder if like I'm wondering how far your health can go because normally the max for like if you're playing like a classic div and whatnot is 200. But you know sometimes mods will actually have the ability to increase, you know, and go beyond that. To send, you know, a volley of rockets down there. Ow. Didn't mean to do that. Ow. Alright, so quick save it here. Alright. So, we're maxed on bullets and shells. We're decent on cells, but like I said, we don't really. Like I said, when it comes to this mod, we don't really need those in case unless it's needed for like a rainy day. Ew! Ow! I couldn't fucking see where everything was. Alright. Wow. Like you bitch. Like I don't know what you get, but that was straight up a bitch move. Bury the bitch ass Baron. Na, na, na. Alright. We save here. Wait, how many rockets? Ah, so he fires too. Owie. This motherfucker fires two rockets. Very interesting to know. Let's see. I am dead. Ah yeah, I got the train gun. Picked up a medkit that you really need. That you really needed. Funny thing is, like, I don't remember if the Barons were able to fire like 2 rockets like that. The one thing I will say so far that I'm not really the biggest fan of is that apparently some enemy, that apparently some, if not a lot of like like a lot of enemies, they don't have like their death sounds that they don't have their death sounds that play. Wow. Wait, what? Hold on, timeout. Where the fuck am I? I hit that. I am in full confusion right now. Uh, so I think that that little spot that had like that one berserk pack, I think it's like that triggers a wall that opens up. I think like you get the I think it's like the green armor and the partial invisibility. So like you do that and then you go from there. Hold on. Okay, there we go. And it still does not fucking activate. A dark and filth. Oh well. And there. Okay. Uh, yeah, well, that's a little bit better, even though I'm still kind of in the red. Alright. So far, so good. Methinks. Alright, so supercharge and get out of here. Okay, I'm trying to think, but part of me wants to believe that the secret level might be in this level. The secret exit might be in this level. I think. Alright. Shotgun shells. Ow! Man, if someone was here, someone was here around there, he'd probably make a clip out of that shit. Cause holy shit! Like I open up the door and all of a sudden I get greeted with the face, with a rocket to the face. And it wasn't me that killed the fucking thing. Yeah. There we go. Yeah. Surprise shotgunner. Like surprise shotgunner. That's... Like I should have just left. I must think I'm not even moving, so I'm not even straight from right. Okay, so the Halls of the Damned. Ow. Wow. Like, I'm pretty sure like I shot the fucker and then it's like the fuck all in damage. Damn it, I thought I had the fucking... I thought I had the space. Okay, so that's how Lost Souls do it. It's like when they charge, they just bleh, a rocket out of that shit. Oh my god, the fucking... Fucking viewer bots and shit. Like, how sad and pathetic is your life to be able to be just sitting there behind on your computer, just making all these AI bot accounts, like AI viewers, you know, and all that. Okay, so got the red key. All I need now is the yellow key. I guess that's what it's like to have the equivalent of a rapid-fire chain gun. And I guess this is what it was like when the Spider Mastermind was able to have a power like that. Ah, get me out of here. There we go. Ah, what the hell? The fucking angle? This may be random to kind of bring up, but seeing the fact that in this mod that you can be able to pretty much just send a rocket, out with your fist and everything like that. It sort of makes me think of I think there's a Triad Enforcers in Rise of the Triad where it's like they have like and I want to say like a I don't know if I want to say like a minigun or something like that, but I like to have this like this like a gun. They have a gun in one hand, and then oftentimes they will chuck grenades in your general direction and be like, here, catch. thing I will say so far is that, at least in my opinion, I can understand of like wanting to keep things in the Doom in the Doom aspect of it and whatnot, but when it comes to the chain gun for this version of the mod, right? I'd say if you want to have it be like a rapid fire shotgun type of thing. And I highly doubt that the creator of this mod is ever going to see this. But if I was to somehow, if I was to make a mod and stuff like that, probably the one thing I would do is I would replace the I would if I was doing like like a different sprite for the chain gun to be like the chain the chain shotgun type thing. I would probably use, like, say, the Shadow Warrior riot gun as an example, because you can have, like, even though, like, it's going to be angled and not centered, but, at most, you can be able to, to have, like, have the illusion of, like, oh, like, it's like, you think it's a chain gun, but it's actually, very powerful, like, automatic shotgun type thing. Or you could build the thing of just like having it be, and I'm kind of taking inspiration from the Armor of Darkness TC mod for Doom, but I remember like in that mod, they had the sprite of the shotgun be the chain gun, and it just like like it didn't have like no recoil or pumping animation stuff like that, so if you wanted to keep the theme going, then you could have just had something like that. But overall, like in my opinion, it's just it's just my 2 cents. I am still having me some fun with this mod and everything. It's just it's just. It's just like basically, I guess you could say it's just like a little suggestion. Ow. Here for a sec. Let's get the red key. I was gonna go ahead and just leave. Alright, Tower of Babel. Oh god, is there multiple cyber demons? Yes, there is. Alright, that's one cyber down. Owie! Damn it. That's two. Oh, there's four of them. Okay. The Battle of the Four Cyber Demons. Crazy. You've done it. The hideous cyber demon lord that ruled the Lost Demos moon base has been slain, and you are triumphant. But where are you? You clamber to the edge of the moon and look down to see the awful truth. Demos floats above hell itself. You never heard of anyone escaping from hell, but you'll make the bastards sorry they ever heard of you. Quickly, you rappel down to the surface of hell. Now it's on to the final chapter of Doom. Inferno. Okay, so yeah, that was episode 2, Shores of Hell, with everything having rocket-based implications. That was chaotic, but fun. Chaotic but fun. So, yeah. I will say, like, I will say again, like, you know, I would love to know if I could steal into what, you know, like the health stuff. Okay, so here's my little 2 cents. But first, let me, you know, do the usual stuff, because we are going to try and raid someone. Overbearing bearing observation and engaging Levy Zuzak. Some of these names, man. Some of these bot type names, man. Alright, yeah, let me just get my raid stuff set up. And I'll give my my 2 cents on the mods with its update. Make sure the /raid stuff is working. Alright, so my thoughts on the updated mod. Definitely more explosive based, I'd say, than normal. Well, maybe in a sense, because I don't think that when you would do a pun, when you would, you know, punch the air, that you would send out a rocket. So, but you know, but in case of that is new, I don't mind it one bit. You know, I think it's kind of funny because like because in my head I'm just thinking to myself, it's like, hey, Doom Guy doesn't need a rocket launcher. He can just you know punch the rockets towards, you know, his enemies, and of course, you know, do splash damage and maybe even jibify them to death. I'm a little bit iffy on the reduced count of like the bullets, shells, and rockets. I mean, like I say mainly for like the bullets and shells, because like the rocket stuff I can understand it, because like, I can understand it because like originally it was known to be like you know, like you know how like 50 rockets, and then once you get a backpack for the first time, it doubles doubles your thing to 100 rockets, you know. So I'm like, okay, that's, you know, that's that. But I do think that they should have, like, I would have probably like at most kept the I probably would have like kept the you know the same amount of what the you know, the bullets and chain gun, or bullets and shells, you know, were, or at least maybe like, you know, or at least maybe like, you know, like update it some, like maybe like, I don't know, like, because of how fast fast the pistol shoots, I probably would have done a thing where it's like I would give the innate bullets maybe like 100 shells, you know, at the start, or like 100 rounds at the start, and then I pick up a backpack, and then maybe it doubles to like, say, I don't know, like 600 or something like that, maybe. Maybe 500, like 500, 600 at most, you know, would have been the thing. I still don't know for sure if like the shotgun was changed in any sort of way. I do feel like the muzzle flash might have been like altered or something like that, but I mean, you know, it is what it is. chain gun, like I said, if you wanted to have like a fast-firing chain gun type of thing, but making it, to be like a shotgun, I would say like either find something that would, or I would say like find the sprite of the Shadow Warrior riot gun and implement that for the chain gun. Whether it be like angled, or if you can somehow find one that's centered or something like that, or maybe have like some sort of other little sprite for the chain gun shotgun, the chain shotgun. We're gonna call it the chain shotgun. But maybe you can be able to find like a different sprite for that, especially like maybe like in the first person view. Um, but yeah, I'd say like it was definitely quite a mod to play, and I'm curious to see if it's gonna get any more updates in the future. Definitely a fun little crazy mod type of thing for sure. Because it makes it to where it's like you can't always go gun ho into a room because because you never know exactly as to what's going to be on the other side, or if you do, then you might have then you might have that possibility of getting a rocket to the face. Hmm. We might see about reading to this person. They're known as Little Honk TV. They're a VTuber, so there's that. Um, but yeah, if everything goes well, I might do a second Doom stream later on today. Whether it be during my normal time frame or a little bit later, I don't know. But the idea that I have is I'm going to be trying to do more of the Doom 2 playthrough with the weapons overhaul mod. And then the Saturday will be, I mean, that's not Saturday. Sunday will be Outlaws Remastered. Continuing more of that game. And I don't know for sure about like what I'll do for Wednesday, because like I think I technically said that probably on Wednesday I might do some more weapons mod Wednesday with the Free Doom 2 mod or something like that. Which I might still be on the thing for right now, but on the other hand, like I might think of something else. But Thursday I will be doing some Elden Ring Night Rain. I'll be doing like a new little fun run type playthrough. I have kind of been thinking about this a little bit, and I think like my next little fun run that I'm gonna be trying to do is I'm gonna be playing as Artorias Wilder, which I'm gonna try to think of like a random ass funny name, that I want to be able to do like I did with like say like Siegfried the Second or something like that, but we'll see. Um, and then hopefully on that Friday, me and Onyx can be able to do a special little collaboration of Elden Ring Night Rain together, where we will be trying to do at most a Duchess and Wilder playthrough. Um, there's a little bit of a side goal. I don't know if he's still going to do it or not, but we're probably going to talk to him about it when I can. but I believe that he said that he wanted to do some like remembrance stuff for Duchess and Wilder on his end. Because I do remember, like he said that he wanted to get. I do remember that he wanted. I do remember him talking about like trying to get Wilder's special little ending after beating Hilster. So. Uh, Hold on. Like I was trying to do a thing, and all of a sudden it's like I get like the fucking. I was trying like to make sure like I was like I had typed the things correctly, and I had like that. I had like those little like mini ads, like a little mini ad thing that would play underneath the stream, and it would kind of like freeze things up a little bit, but yeah. But yeah, if you enjoyed what you saw today though, and you're watching this on Twitch, feel free to give the channel a follow and become a Rumble Maniac today. If you want to follow me anywhere else online, you can check out my YouTube channel, give it a sub, and all the usual good stuff. Feel free to follow me on Twitter or even Blue Sky for that matter. But until I see you on the next video or live stream, as always, take care everybody, and I hope you all have a good week or weekend.